Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one, the only, the Azothan, and welcome back to Azeroth Wars 1.88G. This is episode 70, part 3, and we jump in just as the insanity is fully unfolding. Last we saw the South Alliance was attacking the North Alliance with a vicious vengeance. Really no vengeance at all, other than the slight annoyance that Green caused them while they were killing off Teal. And for those of you who are just joining us, maybe for the first time, I should tell you that Azeroth Wars is a control point based game where you control these little control points on the ground and they give you money every 1 minute. Varying levels and amounts of gold depending on the importance of the base. For example, Burning Legion Nether Twister, Twisty Titty Twister. The Nether Titty Twister, once used by Archmond on Kil'jaeden himself, and forever since they have been vicious enemies. It was unfortunate. Split the Burning Legion right in half. Don't ever give someone another Nether Titty Twister. But other than that, there's a 300 food limit. Every unit costs 1 food. Lumber is mined. Normally, you can regenerate lumber by buying bundles of, I think it's like regrowth seeds from the Goblin Merchants. And basically, you upgrade your bases, you upgrade your units, and they have a total of 8. Last we saw in the South Alliance destroy the Fell Horde, dwarves and humans reigning supreme. The Horde completely controls Kalimdor and has been attacking Northrend for quite a while. Red with a failed attempt on Sylvanas' life. And the North Alliance, Dalaran, Quel'Thalas, Lodron, you know, all that kind of stuff. They just bunkered the balls up. We're not even going to watch that fight because we're 30 seconds left till we actually have to get back to that fight. But as you can see, building tons of keeps. And for those of you who don't know, every race has a special ability on their second tier level of main base town hall / keep. Some are summoned units, some are attacking, some are auras and stuff. Like we're gonna watch the failed attack here on Sylvanas Windrunner. Very sad. I actually think he could have had her, but the sheer number of units here prevented him from actually seeing her, and he lost all of his Death Knights. 2-2 versus just generally a better army. There was a player, I apologize for forgetting your name. I do get many comments. We can see Gray occasionally trying to step into Northrend via the Jol-Narub control point. Not really doing much, actually, just getting slaughtered right here because all these units are on hold position, I have to assume, and the Frostworms are as well. So everything that does step through is getting hit by towers, ranged units, casters, air units, just absolutely demolished. You can hear most of the units dying are in fact grunts and other things, and their heavy armor is getting nuked by the Frostworms. Yeah, Gray and Pink here just kind of bundling up, bunching around, and he doesn't realize that he's blocking his own forces from getting out. Now let's see how this North Alliance, South Alliance fight is going. Just a bundle of Death Knights there. You know, it's kind of satisfying for the North Alliance to see it. Like, yeah, these were once humans who betrayed us, and now the dead is balls. Let's erect a shrine. I would build a town hall directly over that, ring it with towers, sing praises, a chapel or two, you know, because in Warcraft 2 you need a chapel to make your knights into paladins. Holy balls! Both Pink and Gray at 6 upgrades for their melee, meaning that despite the fact that they are in a terrible choke point, and the Tauren, a wonderful choice here with this choke point, their AoE will occasionally do much more damage than they are intended to do, enabling them to do a lot more than one would think, but I still don't believe they have what it takes to break through what Red has here, especially if Red decides to retreat. But Pink, now assaulting the base, healing wards in the back, Farseer's not much else, in Blue with his full Dreadlord squad could cause some troubles. We're going to assume that's just going to be a choke point here. We're going to keep an eye on the Dreadlord squad, because if potentially they can kill off an important unit like Thrall, that's going to be an extremely hard thing for Pink to recover from. Losing those items, the Doomhammer, which provides a roar buff for units to use it, and the Scepter of Intelligence, which is not only a +8 intelligence, Scepter of the Queen, sorry, Scepter of Intelligence. Scepter of the Queen provides not only +8 intelligence. Oh my god, Gorehowl was lost. This is a slaughterfest, and Kel'Thuzad raking in the experience. Oh, Gorehow's still there, but now Warsong Guns and Stonewall Soldiers just clogging the way, and Red uses his Animate Dead ability from the Frozen Throne to go ahead and clog up this even more. Now, they're not invulnerable, but I gotta say, woo, he's resurrected those dead units, and they have the upgrades they originally lived with. Oh, God, he's almost gonna lose his heroes. Grexar not doing too good, although his cleave attack causing a lot of damage. I don't think they can get this, and I don't think... Nubrak admittedly has died, but Blue's really got to be more aggressive with these Dreadlords. Really got to use more abilities. You can see how high they are in mana right now. You got to use their Carrion Swarm being dropped down on those units. If he can get Kel'Thuzad back down to... Honestly, either fight's good for Kel'Thuzad, because once he reaches level 10, he's going to have Death and Decay, and any choke point will become a nightmare to attack with him there, although Gray just spamming the ever-living hell out of this fight. He's built a small forward base in Ajol Narub, and it's just a nightmare. How much money does he have at the moment? 648, and how's the Northern Lights, Southern Lights fight going? Not really going right now. They're just kind of hanging out, building up, just waiting. Healing Wards, that's going to be a problem. Stasis Traps as well could be you always got to try to knock those down. I know that in the middle of a fight it's difficult to... By the way, okay, let's go back to what I was saying. The person who said that StarCraft 2 level, number of units, but with Warcraft 3's dinky 12-unit control groups, difficult to control. I don't actually think that's the case. I actually think it simplifies things a great deal, because you do have units that can be spammed, such as Abominations. They don't have an ability that you're going to use a lot. However, Necromancers, Ghouls, Banshees, Catapults, Death Knights, all of those are micro-intensive units, and the fact that you have spammable units means that you don't have to control group everything. You just have to make sure... Yeah, it's occasionally a little annoying, and they're talking about adding in a feature where you can make a unit a lieutenant and bind units to it, and when it moves, all the other units will execute the same attack, which will be very nice. But it's not that hard to just attack, drag, click, attack, drag, click, attack, drag, click, attack. Gray does not seem inclined to end this attack anytime soon, but Red is retreating the majority of his forces back to the Frozen Throne. Pink and Red, Pink and Gray, they're pressing their advantage, but this tower wall is going to be difficult, and Red's smart enough to build meat wagons, so any massing bunching of units is going to be a nightmare. Blue, how goes your Dreadlord squad? He's been revealed, constantly revealed, in fact, with the Farsight ability of Farseers. Farseers the Sifar, they use the Farsight to destroy you. Gorehel just sitting there, no one really wants. So it killed Manaroth, who cares? So Erexor's right next to it, who cares? He's shrugging it off, he don't need it. He got a one-handed axe, he got two one-handed axes, he doesn't need one two-handed axe, that's crazy. Unless he's a Fury Warrior from Burning Crusade and on. We see a level 10 Kel'Thuzad with more than enough mana. If he were to drop Death and Decay right here, that could be destructive to Gray's forces. Of course, he may also want to hold on to it for Pink's mass force right here. Pink with a very well-balanced force of melee units, casters, Witch Doctors for the healing ward, catapults, Wind Riders for the slow, and of course, as always, a significant attack upgrade. Just upgrade advantage in general. And look at this. Look at this. If Yellow were to decide to go for the Siege / Mastery bonus upgrade that he can get, the castles would have a siege attack. It's pretty awesome. And here goes Red versus Pink. Blue, where are you, buddy? He's in a fucking boat. He's not helping. Get in the boat and get over here. His Warlocks are fighting true, but oh god, Kel'Thuzad's all alone. I'm guessing that Red is relatively low on money. Indeed, 12. With only Kel'Thuzad left alive, he's going to have to get out of dodge. He grabs it. Rexar, angry about him. Gonna try to kill him. Towers would be a more difficult proposition if he didn't have these catapults. He's a very balanced force, I have to say. It's very good. No need to fast forward at this moment, as this is just an action-packed attack here. Red making sure to use everything, animate dead all the units he possibly can. And there's Death and Decay being dropped on the army. It's killing off healing wards, but as you can see, it does a percentage of health. So if your unit has... Oh no! Kel'Thuzad's dead! You bastard! And he hasn't killed off Sylvanas, so... Honestly, if Blue was here, he would have had a way better chance. Blue is now in Kalimdor. Okay. Orange does have the ability to see invisible units. He's he's towering up the dollar on gate. Of course he is, because he doesn't want the Dreadlords getting out and getting the book and getting the Legion. That would be a nightmare. That could change the game completely. Flying machines flying around, 6-5 upgrades for yellow. 6-5, any melee on him? No, he's gone pure support. Whoa, fire tanks with 6. That's chaos damage, potentially overloaded with fortified armor. Where did he go? Oh my god, he actually managed to drop a barracks and a base behind Green's lines in Kolthalos, teleported to it, and will now be attacking Zulaman. What will Yellow's choice of attack be? They haven't reinforced here. The Northern Line seems content. Yellow, what defer? Now, despite Dark Green's propensity to just spam Stormwind Knights as though they're going out of style, I gotta say, he's got a level 10 Varian Rin. He does not seem to be upgrading Bolvar whatsoever, level 4 remaining there. I usually prefer to put the crown on him. Wait, did he lose it? He must have. He lost it. So who in the world picked it up? My guess would be an orange. Orange is always like to grab a crown or two if they can. No, maybe not. Purple would not say no to a crown, given the fact he has not killed off. No. Okay. Maybe Green grabbed it. Maybe Green's the badass. No, Green didn't grab. Yellow, did you pick it up? Where'd your crown go, son? No, it's fine. The crown of Stormwind seems to have gone missing. It's whatever. It's not a problem. I don't care. That doesn't make any sense. They've destroyed the Frozen Throne. Oh, man. Red. Pretty dead. I don't see any chance for him to come back. Blue, potentially just running around Kalimdor as though... Oh, okay, he might try to start a small base over here. That's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it's a poor choice in general. Green is now retreating to deal with the Dark Green offensive. I'm sorry, pardon me. Dark Green actually did manage to take out Quel'Thalas' most important base / I can't remember right now, Silvermoon City? He killed Silvermoon. He's gonna get wiped up here, but in the name of all that is holy, Green could die here if he lost both. He did. Dark Green's wise. He split his forces, destroyed both Elven runestones, and then aimed the base. This could mean trouble for Green. If the well is taken, not much he can do. I'll say the fact that Yellow isn't attacking the forces of Purple all by himself. Like, Dark Green just did a lot of work and Yellow did nothing, and I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't know why he does the things he chooses to do, but it's fine. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Also, if I may for a second vent to you guys, I don't know if I'm going to use the channel as a venting source, but how many of you have had a really bad I'm not going to name any names here, but like, have you ever had a really bad breakup where a person completely rewrites the entire relationship after the breakup to kind of make themselves feel themselves better about the role they played in it? Like, you know what I mean? They completely changed the story. Everything was fine. Everything was great. They loved you. Everything was good. And then after the breakup, they're like, oh, I only just now realized that you did this, and I only just now realized that you did that. And God forbid the idea that the person was just completely communicative person in the first place. Oh, I want to vomit at how much time I completely and absolutely wasted. 2 years. 2 years. It's a terrible waste of time. But, you know, you get out of it and you move on. And I guess the issue is not that I'm... Like, here's the thing. It's not that I'm lacking for female attention in any way. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm talking to half a dozen beautiful women, intelligent, nerdy, awesome. Shouldn't bother me that much, should it? But it's the idea that you were more invested in the relationship than someone else was, and that at the end of it, what you put into it is not what you're going to get out of it. I don't know. Maybe you guys have had the same experience, but I'm kind of going through that right now, and that's part of the reason why I haven't had the energy to cast. It's just been a mild amount of depression and the effort needed to get over it. It's difficult, you know. You spend too much time in your own head, and I'm sorry that has affected the channel. I know that it's inevitable that it will. I can't help the fact that my private life is part of my public persona that I cast for you guys, and I hate to use the word persona. Someone said that you shouldn't be anything that you aren't. You know, if you're being something that you aren't, then it's not real. And this is certainly an aspect of my personality, but you have to understand that this is not the totality of my personality. It's something I bring you guys, and I like that fact. I like that I get to do that. And it's an outlet for that side of my personality, absolutely. And I love that you guys hang out and you talk to me and you comment. And to everyone who comments, thank you. Please leave a comment, and I guarantee that if you leave it on this video, I will respond in some way. I'll like it, I'll comment on it, I'll hang out. You guys are great, and you really make this much more easy. And someone, I'm not gonna name any names here, but someone said I'm using you guys as a proxy, a replacement for my relationship, and that's not the case. But it does help. It does help when you're feeling a little bit unloved, when you're feeling a little bit betrayed, to have people there who say, hi, you're awesome, and we miss you. I miss you guys. I'm sorry. So moving back onto the game, almost immediately, there's nothing going on. Pink and gray have aim for the eye. If they can get it, I'll be... Gul'dan's remains, that's... new. What does that do? Please, again, leave a comment in the video. I'm afraid that I may or may not be able to respond in time, but I'll certainly thank you for telling me what Gul'dan's remains do. I'll probably go look it up on diplomatia.com, but I don't have time to do it while I'm casting. King Varian Rin leading a strike force of, predictably, all Stormwind Knights. That's fine. You know, I like it. But he hasn't brought a peasant. He's not going to build anything. He's just going to try to slip by. Now, they are on the defensive. They have built farms here and towers and stuff to try to mitigate the damage that this might do. What is he going for is the question. If he can land his forces in an area where green's not paying attention, he could take out the Sunwell and kind of cause green to be done for. That is one shot away from being dead. Woo! That's one very small shot away from being dead. Yellow and dark green could also go for that, but yellow seems to be interested in taking the towers right now. There's always been a small area that you could drop off on these islands. Dark green seems to be willing to try to find it. God Hord Dalran, Lordaeron, God Hord Lordaeron. I think he meant go. He wants the horde to go to Lordaeron. I have to. I'm trying to interpret at the moment. And oh, by the way, Nalesian, I just realized where your name was from. I'm rereading the Wheel of Time, and sure enough, I was reading through it, and Matt Cawthon, Band of the Red Hand, checking it out. I'm so sorry that you died to that Golem. That was painful, getting your throat ripped out and whatnot, but that is a really cool name. Thank you for having such a cool name. Hold on a tiny ticky minute. Dark green has no heroes except for light blue's heroes, and he's trying to fight 0-0 upgrades versus 7-6. Not gonna get you far. Just keep Maev alive. Able to summon the Avatars of Vengeance there. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyone determined to do anything?
An allied champion has fallen.
I mean, Maev died. And her Avatars of Vengeance didn't do dick all. You know, I think I'm gonna do after this. I'm gonna cast 2 of these, and then I'm gonna go cast a Lion Tower, not Lion Towers, but a. Ha! I'm trying to tower up the well. He does not want to lose the Sunwell. Yeah, see, Red's talking about the fact that even if blue can kill... So, oh wow, blue lost all his units. Does he have a build? No. Oh, he lost all his units. So blue and red are essentially out of the game. They can't do anything at this point unless someone summons them. Dark green with his Stormwind Knight seems determined to get something done. And I'm a little drunk, so I'm going to lean over and I'm going to get these Frito-Lays. Oh. Frito-Lays... I should say that they're the chili cheese versions. I'm sorry for the crinkling and the crackling, but I will be eating them. Oh. I'm not kidding. A small shiver of pleasure went through my whole body. Stormwind Knights versus summoned units. Predictably, since they outnumber them, they win. They're going to open up the Tomb of Sargeras soon. Don't forget, that's a lot of money sitting in there. Let's see what their money looks like. Oh, I don't need it. You don't need it either. I mean, gray don't need it more than pink. Pink don't need it less than gray. But man, this is brutal. 8-7 now for pink. Teleported. Make sure to have an entire fleet here. Just make sure they don't get screwed over. That's a very smart move. And now they're going to move in, kill off all Das Creepins. No way that anything can stand against that. You know, normally what would be terrifying, Deep Lord Revenant, level 7, 2100 health. Oh, that would scare you normally. But with this kind of an army, Spirit Link, Healing Wards, well balanced. Look at that money they're getting. Oh, he uses invulnerability. Oh. I can't get to Vol'jin. Can't stop him, son. Too much. Good night. Good night, sweet prince, and may hosts of angels fly thee to thy rest. South Alliance, North Alliance, just punching each other in the face all day while pink and gray take the skull. The eye. Well, the remains of Gul'dan are still there. But they look a lot more like remains now. Who gets those? Who picks those up, I have to wonder. Or is that just kind of a flavor thing? Yeah, you can break the gate. Although, since everything in here is pretty much melee except for the Elder Voidwalker, sometimes it's smarter not to. Just bombard them. That's not how the Horde plays. I want to straight up fight. One just moved in and destroyed Dark Green's forces. He's not playing. That's fine. Let's go to times 1 speed. Now clear it up. No real casualties as far as the Horde is concerned. Dat Queen is suffering though. She's at 73 to 118 chaos damage. Oh! Ah, 65 to 122, of course. Oh, by the way, if you don't forget, demon units around the map gain the upgrades that blue has. Who's gonna take it? Red pink, will there be a fight? A falling out, maybe? Can only hope. That's fine, just put everything on Thrall. His bonus to attack is stronger than his base attack. Oh. Alright, I think that was Red who left. Sorry, Red, you did a good game. Captain Awful, GG. You tried. You stayed way past the chance that there was any hope of you coming back. 3 upgrades on his units, plus 6 armor from that castle. That's the bonus, by the way. Dwarves get. Should I stop eating on camera? I'm really tempted not to. It's so good. Alright, nothing's going on. I'm gonna watch right here. Breakups suck, guys. But I will say I'm very lucky in the fact that any and every time I've had a breakup, I always end up looking better than I did afterwards. I don't know what it is about sadness that motivates me to look better. Like happiness, I'll put on a few pounds. I'll hang out, I'll be good. Sadness, depression, I'm gonna run every day, I'm gonna work out. Just some, anything at all to distract you from those feelings. I'm gonna put those chips away. And it feels good. Oh, that's not good. That doesn't make you feel good. Why'd you send peasants? Any of them gonna make it out? No. Poor dumb dwarvish bastards. Let me speed it back up now. I'm gonna go for one more big fight. Probably call it an episode.
Our town is under attack.
Yellow wiping out those units with his air force. See, some people ask, why don't you use the mouse button to move around the screen like this? Oh, look what you can do. I was like, because I use the mouse buttons to fast forward the attacks. Like the speed of the game. I can do this. It's certainly not bad. I kind of like it. I could also do this, but that always runs the risk of zooming in. I felt it slip under my finger and really thought it was about to happen. Like, I was like, I had a moment. Going for Cthulhu. We don't often see this in games. Again, plenty. Oh, money being added to his already stupid amount of money. Gray, 2,800. North Alliance, what are we sitting at as far as money? 500. 544. 783. South Alliance, 380. Dark Green, I'm gonna guess a lot. No, 2! Oh, sister, I love you. You're awesome. Brown? He doesn't have any units. Doesn't have anything. Oh, man. Yellow's trying to be as annoying as possible, and you can see all these units do not want to engage those frigates. By the way, I would like to see someone send me a game, and if they do send me this in, it will get cast immediately. For those of you who are wondering, go ahead and do this, and I'll say it again at the end of the game. Do a game where you bunker up on an island as Night Elf. Now, the island doesn't have to be your only base, but I want to see you defend an island as Night Elf with engineers, because engineers can lock down mechanical units. And guess what counts as a mechanical unit? That's right. Pretty much everything in the ocean or the sky. If you do it, cast it. I want to see a good defense. I want to see a nice, hardcore island defense of dwarves where they just don't give up, laddie. Where are you going, madam? Oh! Dark Green's trying to aim the sun well. Not the worst idea I've ever seen there. He's using the buff, all the buffs he can give his units. But if he doesn't aim properly, it's not going to be anything. Nah, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. That's fine. Is that... I'm sorry. I should clarify. Let's watch the fight where Dark Green's going to lose. Sometimes people are like, you just turn away from fights before they're done. It's because I've played so long that I can look at the situation and just go, yeah, that's a loss right there. And many people need to learn that skill because too often players stay in a fight where it's just no chance. Look at Varian. He's fucking dead shit. They stay in a fight where there's no chance of him winning. Like it's a pride issue. Like he didn't even kill all these towers. 1,500, 3 armor, fortified. I get it. It's difficult. It's fine. I'll speed it up again since there's been no real fights. Was he telling Gray not to die about? Does he have an item that he... Oh. Is this them? Gloves of Encourage passively increases the agility of the hero by 6. On activation, increases attack speed by 65%, but also takes more damage for 10 seconds. Now, this is the item you want to put on Rexar with his cleave ability and avatar. That kind of negates it and gives you a huge bonus. It can wreck house. Grunts being dropped to fight Yellow. I think Yellow could actually kill these off, especially given the fact that Explorers have magic damage. Yeah, look at that, he did it! No engineers here, so you can't lock him down, but that's fine, none of my business. Kermit sips his tea. Speed it up again. Go for one more big fight, and then we're gonna fast forward through the whole rest of the game unless it's just the most action-packed fight. And it should be, because there's 3 factions left on the map. They're all humongous. Frostwolf Clan and Warsong Clan easily dwarfing everyone else. Yeah, but where's Pink going is the question. Oh, okay, his army's here, but I'll slow it back down since we get like 15 frames per second on this at best. I'm getting a new rig, by the way. As soon as I have enough money, I'm saving up for that. I'm going to save up a few $100s every paycheck. We're going to dump it on a new rig, possibly around the $1,200 mark. We're going to make it nice. I'm going to have my friend custom build it. Ooh, and I know that Warcraft's an old game and it's going to be tough to handle it regardless, but we're going to try our very best to make sure it does. There's still a creep. No, it's Dave Rolf. Dave Rolf's flying around. God damn it, Dave Rolf.
Research complete.
Saw a little bit of black moving around. Do we have any creeps left on the whole map? Like, is there one creep? Mr. Ragnaros is alive. Oh, he is. Why don't you guys go kill Ragnaros? He's on level 5. Wouldn't be too much trouble.
Research complete.
Alright, before things go crazy, we'll end it right here. We've gone 35 minutes into the game. Thank you for joining me. This has been the one and only the Azothan with Azeroth Wars version 1.88G. Please go visit diplomaunion.com to not only download the map, but read the change logs, updates, forum threads, and whatnot. You will find the link in the description. I'll see you in part 4, guys. It's been a pleasure. Bye.